Don't tell anybody, I'll kill you. I'll kill you. Peanut butter and crust. Look out, crack. Here I come.
He's Tyrone.
We get crack at the end.
Hey everybody, how you guys doing today? AMC Bickham's here. I hope you had a good day. I'm going to go over a lot of the stuff that a lot of people are getting upset about today. I just want to calm everyone down, explain some things, and now let's just get right into the content. I don't like these little intro parts here very much. So I'm sure everybody's already seen the NFT tweet that Adam Aaron put up today about the dividend and how they're unable to do one. But I just want to go ahead and break this tweet down for about a minute here quick, just so everybody can explain or understand why he said what he said. So one of the main lines I want to go ahead and get everyone's focus on here is, as repeatedly described on Twitter. Everybody, when we describe this NFT dividend on Twitter, every single one of us was like, hey, we need to do this because we got to expose the shorts. We got to do this because we need it to set off the short squeeze. We got to do this to get the MOAS going. Well, that's market manipulation. Of course, that they protect themselves, but not retail. But we're not able to do that stuff. So they know that Adam Aaron is constantly engaging with us. They know he's reading our tweets. They know he takes our ideas and he actually implements them into the company. He's been doing that over the last year. And they know that the Spider-Man NFTs, all that was our idea. Like I said, they know he listens to us. So if he ended up taking that idea, they could have done a lot, like he said, they could have ended up getting legal litigations. Like I said, they could have had legal action done against them because they could have said, hey, you did this specifically because they wanted you to expose the shorts and expose or get a short squeeze going. So like I said, it could cause problems for AMC. And on top of that, as you guys can see, they have debt things that they have to take care of before they can even do it anyway. So I want everyone to just kind of relax on this a little bit. How many of you guys knew what an NFT even was, or an NFT dividend was 3 or 4 months ago, 5 months ago, 6 months ago, whenever it was when you bought AMC stock? This shouldn't defer you. Just because this is a tool, you guys. It's nothing more than a tool. Just because you grab a tool and it's dull and you can't use it at the time doesn't mean you can't sharpen it and use it down, later on down the road. You can always go back into the toolbox and grab another one. We have 4 million people in this community. We can think of so many great things. We have so many great minds in this community that will be able to think of more things that are, can get around all these things. He's telling you the issues. Now that we know the issues, we can get around them. And one of my buddies here, his name's Wired, and, I talk about him quite a bit in my videos. He's very smart. If you guys can, you guys should follow this guy. He had a workaround for this, and I just want to go ahead and read this off a little bit just to, give everyone else an idea to start and, see what we can come up with. But he wanted to go ahead and issue an NFT, but issue an NFT contract. Since it has no immediate value, it is not a security token. Basically, AMC, we all heard him talking about AMC coin, Adam Aaron. AMC wants to create a cryptocurrency, but will need to make the market liquid if they do. What better way other than to issue currency to AMC investors? My suggestion is to issue AMC investors a dividend in the form of an NFT contract that promises AMC investors AMC crypto later set by AMC theaters. This is not a security token. This contract will allow investors to trade their AMC NFT in AMC crypto at the rate of 10-to-1 at a later date with possible set terms. Each NFT will be unique in a tier system. Obviously, he's just showing you the systems it could go up to. To create these contracts and properties, properly issue them as dividends, AMC Theater will need to go get ownership data from the brokers, basically the broker ID, client ID, share purchase date, and the count. So there's things that we can do that we don't have to do it specifically that way. Like I said, it covers all those basics, and on top of that, this way he's doing it, it's not to expose the shorts. That's the key. It's something they can do as a business model, and that's something we need to focus at, is how can we do what we want, but in a business form to where they can profit off it, and it's not to expose specifically shorts. So thank you, Wired, for giving everybody that idea. Once again, if you guys don't follow him, it's XX_Wired_XX. He's, like I said, very intelligent. I worked with him on a couple of my old DDs as well. Today, Wales posted this morning. J.P. Morgan offers hedge funds a product to protect from losses related to meme stocks. Basically, they give this to hedge funds. So I put a 6-part story up here quick because I was just curious to know how many JP Morgan members are there on the DTC, and of course, you got this guy. Let me look at this fucking dude. You got Lori here, so we got 2 JP people on JP Morgan. Obviously, you have David Ings. We all know about the Siddle guy here, and we all know about Craig. So you got basically hedge fund managers. You got JP Morgan on the governing bodies who are supposed to be watching this because it's banks, and they're participating. So let's get into what the product actually does. And the reason I wanted to go ahead and talk about whales was it's pretty much like an unusual whales, but for these hedge funds that don't have access to that. There's around 30 managers right now that use this. It's called Through the Retail Lens. It started in September. Basically, like I said, it's like unusual whales. It shows them the flow of retail. It tells them when significant buy or sell orders are on signals on a stock, negative or positive sentiment based on banks' internal data, and scouring social media forums such as Reddit and Twitter. The data shared with clients includes the size of retail's flow, the most discussed stocks on social media, and companies that are likely to face a retail squeeze. So what this is supposed to do is if they ever get caught in one or they have a position in one, it will basically ping them, hey, they're going to come after your stock. Now, what they can do one of 2 things. Well, I can do a whole bunch of things, but one of the things they could do is go, all right, well, if I already have a whole bunch in there, I can now hedge my position at a super low cost before all of retail jumps in. And then they could either make a little profit, they could make profit as well, or like I said, super hedge for that position. Also, they can do, all right, let's start to cover right away before retail starts to smash in, maybe at a low price. There's a whole bunch of things that they can do, but it's to take away that initial shock of them getting caught red-handed inside of another meme stock. So, basically just more little, just garbage, dude. It's so stupid. This is so dumb. Like, I'm more upset about this thing than anything else today. This is basically them getting market maker data and just paying for it when they don't have access to that. It's literally stupid, but whatever. Next thing I want to get into here is going to be Adam Aaron selling his shares. On 12/7/21, he sold 312,500 shares. His little buddy here, Sean, CFO sold 18,000, so 331,000 shares. A lot of people are getting pissed off about this. It says down here was part of that 10B51 plan. He announced all this at earnings. I don't know, man. Do I think it's a douchebag move? Yeah, sure. Does it upset me a little bit? Yeah, I'm human, and I get where all you're coming from. I know exactly how every one of you are feeling right now. But do I honestly care that much? No. What does this stall in the end of the day? That's 300,000 shares, you guys. We'll buy that in 1 hour. You know what I mean? Yeah, I get it. He's rich. He doesn't need that. And I agree. I agree with all of that. But in the end of the day, the dude's a suit. He's going to make his money. He's older. He's got to, do his thing, whatever. I don't really care too much about this. What I care about is Adam Aaron making stupid decisions that will hurt the stock, hurt the company, make the company stop making money. If he stops taking good ideas, if starts to shut us out, that's the things I start looking for. Do I think Adam Aaron, because he sells these shares, does he think, hey, I don't want it to squeeze? Do I think he's against us like people are going to try and spin this as? No. I don't think he's against us. Do I think he wants it to squeeze? Yes. I think we've embraced Adam Aaron. We've taken him in. I feel he feels that love. I feel that we've made him millions of dollars. As you can see, that should mean something to him. On top of that, we saved his company. We've made his reputation amazing. I mean, we've done a lot for that guy. So yes, I believe truly deep down in his heart, he does want it to squeeze. But I also believe he's a suit. He's been one his whole life. He has friends in all these places, and he's one of those guys that likes to stay in the middle ground and not ruffle feathers. And I don't know. I'm not, like I said, I don't think Adam Aaron will be the stop or the start of the squeeze. I know what's going on in the background. I know what I have. I've shown you guys how they sit there and move this stuff. I've shown you about the CNS program. I've shown you about ISDA contracts. I've shown you about the OTC market, payment for order flow. We've shown you all these things, how they're able to push all this data back, all the short interest back. That's still got to be covered. And until that's covered, all this stuff to me is white noise. A lot of this stuff is just bots, people trying to get emotion out of us, because in the end of the day, all these guys have is to take our time and our patience away. But I'm more convicted than I've ever been. Like I said, AMC's now getting through the hardest part ever. For the first time since us holding this stock, like I said, we're going to be cash positive next time. We're going to be making money, you guys. Like, that's massive. That's a big thing. So, like I said, I don't get worked up as everyone else over this, because like I said, I see this and I go, all right, well, that'll be gone in an hour, and I'm glad, apes will get that, and some more apes will get richer tomorrow. Our plan shouldn't deviate because of this. One person should not, just like with, I was saying with Matt Kors and all these other guys, trade sold tomorrow, Matt Kors sells tomorrow, who cares? They're one person. Someone else will buy their shares and we'll move on. So, yeah, the last thing I wanted to show you guys is going to be the CAT system update. This is going to be 12/13th. This is the one I've been excited about. This is going to be small firms, and this is going to be non-FINRA members. They're going to be reporting as well. So this is a big one for me. This is the one I've been most excited about ever since I started covering the CAT system. I believe this will close those loopholes I was speaking about before. And on top of that, like I said, it's going to, with the China and Evergrande happening and those banks taking that losses, it's going to cost them a lot more now to open these ISDA contracts, or I could see these banks telling them they need to close out other positions before they let them get, more ISDA contracts and push this back farther, because they're not going to take that big of a debt or a hit and then take on more of a loan towards, these hedge funds until they get their money back in some way, shape, or form. So I think that this CAT system update is going to be pretty dang nice for us, to be honest with you. And like I said, we'll find out right away if Gary is on our side or not. So, but thank you guys for listening. Hope you guys learned some things. Hope you guys, hopefully put your mind at ease a little bit. But love you guys, and we'll talk to you soon.